오늘 할 게임은 Before Your Eyes입니다. 게임 추천받아서 하게 됐어요. 눈 깜빡임을 이용한 게임이라고 하는데 이게 눈을 좀 자주 깜빡이는 편이라서 어떻게 될지 모르겠네요. 그럼 새 게임 시작해 보도록 할게요. 저게 무슨 말이야? 지금 버추얼 켜놓으면 스튜디오를 해놓으면 인식이 안 돼서 의미로 띄어만 놓고 카메라 쪽으로 해석하고 있어요.
Fouls. That's mine.
Well, hello there, stranger. Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I ask you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you, if that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well look at that. You're a blinking genius. I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there? Lost in the waves. I didn't choose any of them. I chose you.
저거? 동그라미?
See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? Better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there? Big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life from prow to stern. Now if she's impressed, I get paid the Bitcoin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. No, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts.
얘네들이 다 그거였나 본데? 나
Unsatisfactory.
같으면.
Clock watchers. I got some words for you. Sorry you had to hear that. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning, the first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works.
나 눈이 벌써 말랐어.
Alrighty then.
어떡해.
I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it.
And just try to enjoy it this time.
Look at that sun. We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that? You must.
아, 넘기라는 줄 알고 넘겼는데.
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
난 어떻게 가?
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave. 11 years from now, that plant will die so it can give birth to this tall, amazing tree covered in flowers. We'll have to keep our eyes on that one.
The day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
Okay, go ahead, kid. Look at that. There's your little hand.
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea. You know, it'll really be something to see how he grows. Man, the zoom on this thing is fantastic. What was that beep? You know, it's odd. I fear this battery isn't even working. Load memory stick. What does that mean?
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you? Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough. Now, where was
Sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
What do I like about it? I like
아,
the
내 마우스
music.
따라다니는구나.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah, I worry that might have something to do with it. Look at his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems in the universe.
뻑뻑뻑뻑.
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean, we're both pretty smart.
Yeah, but
That doesn't mean he's going to be. Necessarily.
You're right. No. You're right.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot. Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
왜?
Hey, we do not throw things in this house. If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you'll just have to keep working at it. You know, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what you have in your head. You'll be a real artist. Unlike your poor mom. See?
that used to be my piano. My
그냥
dad gave it to
까먹었나
me.
봐.
He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it. God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first. I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything, though. He was what you might call the strong, silent type.
아빠? 할아버지?
Can you believe I grew up in the snow? And I came all the way out here to the beach. I don't even know how I got here. Your dad got his job and I just came with him. Like a human suitcase.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
I just don't want him to get a tat. Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
고양이.
what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him. But while he's here, I say we call him Ernie. Little Ernie. Fits him, doesn't it?
Oh, he's so cute.
He's so sweet. I think someone likes his new cat.
Richard,
What?
his cat?
Yeah, I just mean for now. Of course we're not gonna keep him.
Right. I believe that. I know where this is going.
For now, honey.
Now play the C major chord I taught you.
많이 큰
Remember?
것 같은데?
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very
나는
good.
모르지만.
Just one note different. But that one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels.
엄마 자꾸
Sort of like
찌찌기.
me and your little friend on your piano there.
알레르기 약 먹. 귀여워.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up. I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know. which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful.
이건 뭐임?
Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
와, 산토리니다. 나 그리스.
Well, just remember to put on sunscreen. Man, I gave you some unfortunate genes, didn't I? Luckily, Mom gave you some good ones, so yeah, let's hope they balance each other out.
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant. We need to get him into serious piano lessons.
Yeah, sure, but you know anyone who might be a good teacher for him?
What? I mean, in the city, sure. Not out here, I don't.
I mean, I know someone who might be.
아, 눈이 너무 아파서 못 참았다.
Oh, God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
뭐야 이게?
Don't worry, I already did.
Oh, thank God. For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Focus on the interview, honey. I got this.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized
많이
into
컸다.
folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
아, 씻었어. 진이야.
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Please let the cat know. It's time to use the litter box, though.
Baby steps. He's got one eye.
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit. You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck for me.
아, 넘어가 버렸다. 이런. 점점 가까이 가고 있나? 응.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
Subdivide the time. 1e and a 2e and a 3e and a 4e and a 1e and a 2e and a 3e and a 4e. You're off. You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
Ernie!
Ernie!
Buddy!
Ernie!
Ernie!
Ernie, we need you!
Oh, my God, Elle, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be
빵 잃어버렸나 봐.
What did you just say?
No, I said I'm really worried. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty!
God, honey, I'm worried too.
I know, sweetie.
Ernie! Kid! Come to Papa! I know you're mad about last night, but this is ridiculous.
What happened last night?
It's bad.
Oh, God.
What?
Well, if he survived that, I don't know how worried we have to be.
Okay, well, let's take this seriously, okay? He has one eye. That means predators can come up on one side of him he doesn't even know. Okay? Let's take this seriously. Ernie! Come on, dude!
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
Thought I was.
Uh-huh. And that was based on...
Pee-hole distance.
Say that one more time, sweetie.
Pee-hole distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one or the other.
And what was Ernie's?
I couldn't.
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
와우.
I don't know. I didn't think about it. It just
화가
happened.
We just
엄청났어.
happened to find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happens to pop out 5 more?
자막 안 나와.
Sorry, I didn't realize you hated cats.
For a professor of signs and symbols, you're really bad at reading them.
Okay, that's funny. That's really witty.
I let us keep him for Benny. And I'm happy about that. But I really can't have 5 cats around the house. It's just not sustainable. He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
No, are you kidding? I love being able to pick up a new book.
Yes. The Milligalia is a particular interest.
아 넘어갔다.
Oh, yeah. Got those two.
Extremely expensive, right?
Can't put a price on learning.
I mean, they did. And it's stupidly big.
뭐야 분위기가 무서워.
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
겁나 잘 쳐.
Okay. 2.
The quiz said find the 0, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
어, 토이 스토리.
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
뭐야 얘는.
My house. You have 5 minutes to get down, and I'll drive it back with you up there.
It's not my house. Not. Fall back, you fool!
뭐야?
I'll have your head. I'll feed them to the cat.
Chloe, come play inside. It's late.
Maybe if you actually got me a playscape, I'd want to play inside.
That's not fair, Chloe.
플레이스테이션 같은 건가?
You're not fair. You're not fair. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here. Yes, Mr. Camera Boy, I'm talking to you.
왜 불러?
Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe!
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go. But, try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to. But you can try. What the hell? How did he do that?
방금 이상한데? 묻혔는데 뭔가에?
Quiet, everyone. Betty's about to play for us.
와 엄청 잘 쳐.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Very cool.
But no one really knows what it means.
Unknown legend.
It's kind of one of those professions that stops a dinner party short.
Oh.
Okay, more wine?
I'll have a little more wine, please.
Put a show
어, 눈 아파.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units. In each unit, we will study
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
you know about these civilizations. Well, it depends.
우리 같은 반이네. 이런 우연이 학교에 있을 때 이걸 명심해. 우리는 모르는 사이야. 나에게 말 걸지 마. 절대로. 안녕,
I
클로에.
want each of you to write it
자기가
down.
말 걸어놓고
Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space. Okay, now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course. Come on, dude. Help me out.
Come on, Chloe.
So, those who do not remember the past, repeat the
결국
past.
도와줬어.
That's right, right?
막 자기가 다 말 걸어.
Though I prefer you to answer without the help of your boyfriend.
다
next time.
봤어.
If we do not keep an accurate account of the past, we are destined to embarrass ourselves in all sorts of ways. And now, on to what you've all been waiting for. Grades. Assessments, 60%. Those are tests and quizzes. Class work,
겹쳤다.
20%. That's work we do while at class.
아,
I
눈
tried
따가워서
to convince your
넘겨버렸다.
father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that. Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
새로운 콘스터스가 도착했어. 마침내 네가 가장 좋아하는 콘스터스 플레이스케이프에서 전투에 나설 준비가 되었어. 마르시 그리고 4명의 슬픈 형제와 함께 실종된 엄마의 전설이 콘스 여왕을 찾아 나서자. 화려한 전투에서 에브 박사의 특허 등록된 시쉘로 끈적이는 괴물들을 함정에 빠뜨려 제압하자. 그리고 다른 모드가 쓰러지면 너의 콘시언스를 사용해. 게임인가봐. 보드게임 같은 거. 보드게임이 아닌가? 컴퓨터 게임인가봐.
But I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
놀러 와서 같이
Very
놀고
sweet.
있나봐.
Thank you for playing his game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use Tickle Stick. Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not me though. I'll actually kill you if you try to draw me, and you saw what I'm capable of in your backyard.
그려.
Benny, why did you draw me? You're not good enough. I look so ugly.
왜 귀엽게 그렸고 봐.
It's called a magnet school. It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something. It's just, you've had so much trouble making friends at Playco. I want you at a place where people really get you.
이거 친구 있는데.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an
그래,
environment?
벤자민이었어.
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of. So, I understand you were a musician yourself. Where did you study?
Oh, Berkeley. But I was in the composition department.
Ah, and who did you study under?
John MacDonald?
눈이.
I understand he's
눈이. Bach.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it.
엄만
Just like
잘하길
to see you really
바라잖아.
rise to the occasion.
도가.
Just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be
자기가
working this boring
엄마가
job or living
자기가
in this boring town,
음악적으로
I'll tell you
하고
that.
싶었는데 못해서 구긴다고? 구기진 않을래. 그래서 애한테 음악적 재능이 있다고 막 여기에 다 그거 하는 것 같은데.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
누군데? 전화 받고 싶었는데 안 받아줬어.
Oh my god. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
전화 받을래.
So listen, I found a construct.
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to pick up the phone.
싫어.
Oh, he's fine. Just let him talk to her.
Oh, what do you know about anything that's going on right now?
Okay, you know, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't raise your voice like that.
Well, then don't stick your nose into things that you're completely checked out of.
Okay.
Man,
Maybe
did I just
am
cause a
little
fight
checked out,
with your
but
parents?
I actually think the
I'm
fact
sorry,
that I'm
dude,
checked out means
but
that
you
maybe
should
I
also
help
cherish
the ocean
these
here a little
moments.
bit.
My mom and dad used to fight, and I would always hate it.
미안해, 나 눈이 너무 따가워.
Anubis, in the
아누비스.
presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet,
Hey,
and she's
Mr.
got...
Kid.
Yes, that's a
Over
she.
here, desk.
The head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see, and the body of a
오늘 아빠가
hippopotamus.
잠든 후에 집을 몰래 나가서
Well, I would
해변에서
not
잘
say
거야.
that to
너도
her
함께
face.
하려면 변비에 걸린
Now,
아이작 선생님의 그림을
As
그려줘.
you
안녕,
can
이상한
see,
옆집
she
아이.
is ready to devour any of the deceased who do not pass judgment.
Ew, why is he so scared looking?
Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick
So I
up
am
my
not
call,
quite
dude.
sure why I don't hear more
오케이, 오케이.
frantic scribbling right now.
안 돼, 이거 숨겨.
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as
맞아.
he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, well, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard.
But
Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be
애가
really
원하는
good at
걸
something.
해줘야지.
I mean this is no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
no, I suppose
아, 눈 감아버렸다. 눈 너무 감는 거 아닐까? 나 눈 지금 너무 뻑뻑해. 전화 온 거 아니야?
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
원래 나간다.
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I mistook you for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T minus now, okay?
오케이.
Out.
You know, I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about,
뭔데?
or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Kongsters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was
여기도
explaining
윤이야.
how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game. He
그래?
calls it a
짝퉁
cash
게임이래?
grab. So I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game. But I also think that if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much. We would have been so focused on how good it was and not the feelings we had while we were playing it. Like, my favorite vegetable is a tomato, but Yoon thinks that they're the grossest ever. And you're probably the least popular boy in the school, but I also like hanging out with you the most, which was also something I wanted to talk to you about. I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone. So this this has been a big surprise for me this year, in a lot of ways. I think I like that you let me talk. My cousin never lets me talk. My dad does, but I can tell he's not really listening.
스테이 히어구나. 여기에 머물기.
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you? It's okay. You still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes, Ben. We're going to be there soon.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
난 준비 안 됐어.
Oh, okay. I think that's enough.
어지럽다 지금.
So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes?
아니 저는 올 생각도 안
As you
됐대요.
know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay? All right. I
어머
Maybe I
혼내는 거
pushed
아니야?
you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know. You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
그렇지 않아도 된다고 생각해.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
어디
There's
아파?
a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you
뭐
two
크게
go.
아픈 거
Oh, yes,
같은데?
of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
분위기가?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo. Okay?
예. 말하는 게 들리거나 하진 않네?
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can you please try to speak a little softer?
잠깐만 훅 지나가 버렸어. 못 읽었대. 쓰레기 왜 이렇게 많아?
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
아직 어린데 생산적이지 않아도 되잖아. 감지 잘하는데 내가 지금 눈이 아파서 그렇지.
Hey, B! Dinner's ready!
B! You hear me? What's he doing?
그림도 잘 그리는 것 같은데.
Why isn't your son eating this, Al?
No. You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he
야,
got
그림
sick,
점점 잘
all he
그려.
does is make art.
What about his piano?
Oh, he doesn't play much anymore. Just to see how good he's doing.
Show us how to do it.
I mean, if he'll let us. You know how shy the kid is.
상 받았어?
Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
짝짝짝짝. 아, 뭐 또 얘기 있었네?
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham.
뭐 그리기?
There is no teaching
배우를 할까?
art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies! Oh.
왜 저래? 예술하러 온 거 아니라며요? 왜 저래?
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are.
갈아줄게.
It's very zany, very kitsch.
왜?
Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists.
말을 왜 그렇게 해?
There you go, Mr. Bryn. Feel each shape. You fiend!
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here.
뭔데? 내가 뭐
see-
그렸는데?
He has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
난 잘 모르겠다.
Pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Bryn,
나는
for I fear talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind.
미래생이었지만
It becomes difficult putting one foot in front of the other when they are no longer touching the ground.
미래생이었지만 미술을 잘 이해를 하지 못하겠어.
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
그냥 바로
He's flipped the
꿈보다
discourse
해몽이라고
so
하는 거야.
thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
알 수가 없다.
I
잘
know
팔리면
that
되지
lots
뭐.
of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
또 그럴 거 없나?
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder. One little thing. A birdie told me that Ilba Pressenhuber gave you her card. Now, I want you to cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat. Elba Pressenhuber is not in the business of the arts. Elba Pressenhuber is in the business of business. And you child. You are no businessman. You are an artist. Live like one.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
어떻게 하긴. 선생님은 팔지 말라긴 했는데 돈은 벌어야지 되지 않겠어?
I've got a good feeling about you. We're going to make a lot of money together, aren't we?
To actually making some money with one's art. Lord knows I could never do it.
짠.
Ooh, that's good. So, now that you've made it, tell me, what are you going to do with it? Besides buy me fancy dinners like this every week, obviously. Because I can get used to this. Oh, this looks delicious. I'm getting a salad and an appetizer, and I'm already stealing the bread. Look at that butter. Oh my gosh, it's in the shape of a swan.
아, 이게 버터였어?
Oh my god.
Honey, stop. Is that Benjamin Brent?
Oh my god. I think it is.
Wrong places.
Hey, honey. Your work's incredible. The new stuff is wowing us all.
오.
But Ben, I've had an idea. You know, the critics are fickle. How about if you go back to your roots? Paint something meaningful, personal, close to your heart. Gotta go. Love you lots. Mwah.
와우.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it.
I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're at such an important moment in your career, and I'm just so proud of you. This is nothing but a little bump in the road for me. I'm going to be fine. Okay?
엄마 아픈가 봐.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe was the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak.
장례식.
I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny? You ready to come up here?
엄마 장례식인가 봐. 응.
Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Hey, honey. Guess who's calling? Again. Look, you know I talk to big, important people who could change your life every day. What the hell am I supposed to say? What do you want me to say? That I haven't heard from my star client in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous. You've got to get it together. Love you lots. Mwah. Hey. call. We're finished. We're done so kaput. It's over. Would you shut the hell up, Tabitha? I'm trying to fire a client in here. Who? Some washed up, stick up his ass, too good to sell prick. Probably isn't even listening to this message, but you know, Mama's gotta put her rage somewhere. Oh, shoot it. Am I still on?
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
아빠도 우울해졌다.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. Yeah, I think you did the right thing. By the way, she didn't want you to see her like that.
토스는 뭐야?
She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her. What's that? What's so fascinating, son?
이게 뭔데? 앨범?
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
아빠가 갖고 가 그럼. 지난날 작고한 어머니인 작곡가 엘리 피시맨의 작곡에 영감을 받았다. 엘리의 삶에서 상대적으로 알려지지 않았지만 브린이 작품을 탄생시켜 어머니의 작품을 널리 알렸다. 엘리는 현재 당대 최고의 작곡가 중 한 명으로 평가되고 있다.
I'd love to walk through it again with you.
옆집 친구?
I just can't believe that my entire childhood I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did. Remember when you still drew my portrait even when I begged you not to? God, you were such a little jerk back then. I kept that drawing, you know?
그래?
Oh my god, I bet it's worth quite a bit of money now.
맞지.
And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck.
아 맞다. 원래 이런 데 있었구나.
You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? the gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right,
내가 말 해야 되나?
here we go.
Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man.
Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
어떤 게 좋으려나?
A jovial child or a solitary one? Hey, not bad.
His childhood was a lonely one, growing up as a strange, quiet child in an isolated seaside town.
And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
작곡가.
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant.
How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion?
솔직히 이쪽인데.
Or more like a taskmaster?
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could.
And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now, be honest here. Don't be bashful, man. You can tell me.
이게 엔딩에 영향이 있나? 첫사랑으로 가자.
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten: painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You mucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
I had assumed as much anyway.
뭔데?
I should probably tell you. Those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again. You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that?
나보고 안 소리야? 얘가
Poor fool
누군데?
doesn't know what he's in for.
불 꺼진다.
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back
아,
and
눈 깜빡일
sanitized
때마다
my paw as
불빛이
soon as I laid
번쩍번쩍거려.
eyes on you. But it's too late for that.
지금 마음껏 깜빡여도 되는
We're
타이밍인가?
in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
넘어왔다. 뭘 물고 있는 거야?
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy?
You know, my father once told me,
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
야, 눈 아파. 언제까지 있어야 돼?
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
See, she knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
Eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
여기 또 쳐봐야 돼? 헐, 뭐야 이게?
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
I like hanging out with you a lot.
Al, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
We can focus in.
넘겨버렸다.
Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
아, 다시 기회 주는구나.
Engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking about this.
I need to hear what they're saying. Really try to recall it.
I mean, what's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. It's okay.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs.
소리야.
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear.
아, 말 털고 넣었는데. 벤자민 브린의 위대한 생애. 그의 어린 시절은 외로웠고 외딴 해변 마을에서 조용한 아이로 자랐다. 아, 넘어가졌잖아.
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his
이걸
first
읽었어?
love and blowing it the next day. First love? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night. But I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another night wouldn't be the same night, if that makes sense. Okay, back to the story. He loved finger painting as a child.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
겁나 뜨끈뜨끈해지는 거다.
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock.
I know.
You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
오케이, 너 어떻게 해요? 그냥 눈 감아?
Can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you. Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. I mean, I'm certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like
그래서
Dickens.
엄마는 마음에 든 걸까 안 든 걸까?
Really just.
벤자민 브린 패배지였다? 그는 최악의 무린이었다. 중2병 왔어? 그는 자신의 병과 싸우려 하지도 않았다. 그는 그냥 누워서 죽었다. 하고 어쩌고 거짓말이었나?
Penny! Penny! Ben! Oh God, can you hear me? Richard! Richard, get up!
I'm up. What's going on?
I think he's unconscious. Call the paramedics now!
약간 문증이야? 성게 같은 거?
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
이건 눌러야 되나? 약 줄수록 먹으면 안 되는데.
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said Screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
뭔 일인지?
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What? You're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are...
뭐지?
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that?
뭐야? 약 해야 돼. 약 먹어야 돼.
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
뭔가 기계 같은 게 점점 늘어나. 이제 샌드위치도 덜 먹어. 입맛이 없나 봐. 고양이 돌아왔다.
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
Getting her a sashimi plate.
What?
What? I think she more than deserves it.
Oh, I think you're right.
이거 점점 커지는 것 같아. 약도 점점 많아진다.
What do you mean she hasn't been over? Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad.
이것도
I shouldn't
스테이시온
have
거
done
아니야?
that. But hey, what are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something, but I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
너는 나의 첫사랑이야. 안녕, 클로에. 야, 못 먹어. 어떡해. 한 입밖에 안 먹었잖아.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
점점 느려진다, 얘가. 이제 밥도 못 먹고 약도 못 먹어. 어떡해. 이 해파리 좀 치워줘.
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny. I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now. You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe
내가
me.
눈 감을 때마다 뒤에
I should go
배경이
get ready.
있다.
Don't worry. We got this. I think.
눈 뻑뻑해도 잘 됐다. 뭐가 생겼는데? 고양이 같은 거?
There she is.
야,
Wish me luck.
문이야?
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
해야 되나?
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
끝났다. 아파서 일찍 죽어버린 어떤 한 소년이 행복했던 기억만 기억하고 싶어 했지만 슬펐던 아팠던 기억까지 떠올리면서 극복해서 환생하는 이야기 같은 느낌이네요. 제가 이게 눈 깜빡이는 거로 설정을 해서 캐릭터도 안 움직이는 상태에서 촬영을 하긴 했는데 약간 그냥 독특하게 플레이하는 방식이라서 눈 깜빡이는 거를 우선시해서 촬영을 했어요. 근데 그렇게 했더니 눈 깜빡이는 거에 너무 집중을 해서 스토리에 이입을 못한 것 같은 느낌이 조금 있네요. 아쉽습니다. 그냥 클릭하는 걸로 하는 것도 나쁘지 않았을 것 같기도 하고 좀 아쉽긴 한데 어쨌든 오늘 Before Your Eyes 여기까지 하도록 할게요. 사요나리.